Ashira by doing the job that she was supposed to do, which is also kind of, you know, fitting. And the other one is here. Yes, exactly. Ashira studies 4 common mushrooms in Vvardenfell. Luminous Rasula is a toadstool, like mushroom, with a brown spot on top. All Rasula has strong odors, but Luminous Rasula much stronger. Rasula can be poison if not prepared right. When mixed with pearl dust, it makes very good potion to breathe under the water. Nice, did not know. Violet Caprinus is a tall toadstool that glows in the night. Caprinus is also poison if mixed wrongly, like if you mix with Rasula. Caprinus mixed with scales lets Ashira walk on the water instead of underwater. Much better. Bunkler's Bane, it's funny because he's a cat. Bunkler's Bane looks like a brown shelf and glows, and grows from trees and sometimes wet rocks. Bunkler's Bane, very bad for you when mixed with almost anything. Very hard to use, but Ashira found Bunkler's Bane and leftover crushed pearl make good dispel potion. No bad effects with Ashira's skills, but potion tastes very bad. Hyperphagia looks just like Bunkler's Bane. Confuses Ashira very easily, but Bunkler's Bane smells more dry and dusty. Hyperphagia has little smell, but tastes very moist. Hyperphagia a very good mushroom for eating, but too much makes Ashira clumsy. Ashira used Hyperphagia to make the Nixhound meat more edible, and Ashira could smell all enchantments in Ashira's room. Ashira found no other uses for Hyperphagia. So that's also, like, that's so cool. So she used the mushroom to just spice up her Nixhound dish, and then she started smelling all the enchantments in her room. That's so cool. It's basically like a detect magic thing, but it's such a nice little touch. It breathes life into the world. Ashira works very hard to go all over Bitter Coast and collect all these mushrooms. Ashira deserves rank of Journeyman much sooner than Galvadir. Yoink. So charming.
How does the day greet you? Warmly greeted, friend.
Your stolen reports. Here you go. Yes, these are reports Ashira needs. Ashira thanks you, Tamriel. Ashira is your friend, always. Ashira worked very hard on these potions for you. So we got an exclusive fire shield, exclusive frost shield, exclusive lightning shield, and 2 exclusive spell absorption potions. That is a good haul for a quest that was just finding 2 scrolls of paper. Very nice. Also, Ashira, though I don't think she has more quests for us right now. Ashira knows that Tamriel is a good friend of Ashira. Yeah, more duties. Yeah. So she doesn't have more duties for us now. But when we become warlocks, the rank of warlock, we should speak to her. She has a quest for a pretty great item. She has, if I recall correctly, bear in mind I haven't played this particular quest line in a long time, but I seem to recall Ashira actually knows where the Staff of Magnus is hidden, which is a decent item. Ashira knows many secrets, but they are not yet for friend Tamriel, so speak with Ashira again when you are warlock. Rhaenys Athris here have many duties for you, but Ashira does not like Rhaenys much. Maybe you should speak with Ashira's good friend, Edwina Elbert, at the Guild of Mages in Ald'ruhn. Sure, we'll go to Ald'ruhn eventually. Let's first finish dealing with Rhaenys and her questlines. Her duties, as it were.
Welcome, friend. You're nearly a legend around here. Please, talk.
Advancement. Congratulations, you are now officially Tamriel, the Evoker. Study diligently and perform your duties. Can I advance again? In order to advance to Conjurer, you must pay your guild dues of 200 septims. Will you pay these dues now? Sure. Excellent, Tamriel. Now that these formalities are out of the way, I can grant you the rank of Conjurer. Awesome. More? Advancement in the Mage's Guild does not occur by magic, which is ironic as hell, but sure. Pay more attention to your duties, and make sure you understand our requirements. I mean, fuck does not occur by magic. Poor choice of words, Mrs. Speechcraft of -5. Lol. Anyway, so, we're a Conjurer now. got 2 rank ups from doing those jobs. Let's see about that. So the next rank is Magician. We need an Intelligence of 31, which we have. We need a Willpower of 31, which we do not have. So we need to bolster our willpower in the upcoming lines. We need 1 skill at 50 and 2 skills at 15 among Alchemy, Mysticism, Illusion, Alteration, Destruction, and Enchantment. Do we have 2 skills at 15 already? Yeah, we definitely do. But we need... It would be easiest to do with Mysticism, it seems. So we need to bolster Mysticism by 10 points. Or by 9 points, strictly speaking. And in doing so, we will also gain the... We need to boost it by 10 points, because then we'll get the willpower boost. So we know that that's what we are. That's the name of the game. Also, we should look for more spells now, because... Yeah, we can get Soul Trap now. We could get... That's so expensive! Oh god! No, please! Strong Feather. 10 seconds, though. That is not super useful, but... I mean, sure, let's get it anyway. Can we even cast that spell? Strong Feather. 8% chance of casting it. And the Lord wept. We are so bad at magic. Okay. Anything from you? Paralysis is a good spell, but it makes for a better enchantment. We could take Fire Bites, so we have some fire damage. In case we run into local wildlife that doesn't deal well with fire.
For a good talk.
We can't afford Charming Touch. Can you train us in Mysticism? You can. Okay, but it's very expensive. So we need to go and like get a bunch of money so we can afford our training, and we can continue a bunch of quests to do so. Now remember, we can always take the Sword of White Woe and sell it somewhere. There are some places in this game where you can sell stuff for a bunch of money. Like, you will notice that the vendors are all like hard limited by the cash they have on hand, and you can barter, right? So you could be like, oh, you only have 1,000 gold, but I have this thing that costs 2,000 gold. Well, I'll sell that to you, and then I'll buy these 2 other things from you that cost 500 gold each.
I'm very happy
and so
to
we're
make your acquaintance.
doing good. But other than that, there are a few NPCs in this game that has a bunch of money and will sell you, like, and will buy stuff from you at the exact cost of the item, not the vastly reduced cost that we normally get from vendors. I have not been using those this game yet, but I will show you as we come across them. Now let's talk about duties. An Argonian at the Southwall Corner Club is offering training in restoration without the sanction of the guild. I want someone to stop his unsanctioned training. I have word that the Argonian is offering training and restoration at the Southwall Corner Club. This Argonian, whoever he is, does not have the sanction of the Mages Guild. Convince him to stop offering unsanctioned training. So this is where some of the this is where like this is a bullshit, right? Like they don't want you to do magic or teach other people magic because they have the guild license for that, right? Like that is some A-grade bullshit. But that's how the guild operates. They try to monopolize their craft. You also, like, if you remember when we talked to them, like the rules of the guild was share your knowledge freely with other members of the guild, not with anyone else, right? Like it's a pretty raw deal they got going, and I think it gets worse in the lore of the Elder Scrolls games as you proceed, but I'm not sure if I remember correctly. But basically, it's like the Mage's Guild has always been kind of like an order of shitheads, to a greater or lesser extent.
Seen any?
Interesting.
Sarah?
So there's an Argonian here.
What do you ask of me?
Only he stands there. Hello. Are you the one offering training? What if, hypothetically, you were to return to Rhaenys Athras and tell her that I agreed to stop any unsanctioned training, and suppose that, if you did that, I decided to offer training to my good friend Tamriel. Yes, I agree. I have no loyalty to that particular Dunmer lady, so let's just do this. Very well, I will offer you training after you've reported back to Rhaenys Athras. Cool. Might as well, right?
Sarah?
Do you want something?
That reminds me, I don't know why that reminded me of that, but we need to get more healing potions because we are almost out.
You flatter me with your attention, Outlander.
Hello, Rhaenys. Yeah, I totally stopped that guy. Yep, I took care of it. Oh good, we can't allow just anyone to afford training in magic. Man, it's ours. Give me all the magic. Screw you guys. Awful place. Alright. More duties. The scholar... the scholar in Tamriel. Itemeral? Needs an escort to Pelagiad. But I want Itemeral's notes. Itemeral has just arrived at Balmora and doesn't know his way around. He wants to be escorted to the halfway tavern in Pelagiad. I don't care if he makes it or not. Tamriel, I just want a copy of his notes. He should be waiting in the 8 Plates. Which is a shop we haven't visited yet, so let's go and have a look. I don't remember if I don't know if we're gonna take him to the 8 Plates or if we're just gonna murder him. Let's find out. We'll make that decision after we speak to him. Sup, dude? It's Emerald. Hello.
Are you here to guide me to Pelagiad? Just tell me if you want to travel together. It is refreshing to see a young dark elf with an interest in scholarship, but I can't give my notes to just anyone. Perhaps after I arrive in Pelagiad.
Is it Pelagiad? Or like Pelashade or something? I don't know. Let's say Pelagiad because it sounds awkward. Yeah, let's travel together. Follow me. And we'll find out if you will survive. I'm walking now, but he has to run to keep up. Alright, we need to get a little ways away from everything, then we'll make our decision. Remember, we weren't exactly being nice to the lady who had the boots of blinding speed. So we kind of like, we started out at least, giving a certain connotation to escort missions. I mean, do we just do it? I believe you have a couple of... He does actually, I think, have a couple of useful items on his person that we could, you know, profit off. So, let's kill him.
Please, be careful. Your moment is at an end.
Whew, well, that was easy. Mage. If he'd managed to get a spell off, that would have been an entirely different fight. I seem to recall this guy packing a punch. But, Clothwearer, Mage, Daedric Spear, plonk, dead. Yep, there we go. Silver Sparkblade. Don't mind if I do. I'll take your Fortify Health. I'll take your Restore Health. Thank you, we needed those. Rising Force. And your notes. And a bunch of scrolls. And gold too. Murder is lucrative. Adventuring. The murder hobo way. Let's Scrolls of Second Barrier, Elemental Burst Scrolls, Divine Intervention. Bet you wish you had the time to read that one. And Alvusia's Warping. Dispel 100 to 200% on 1 foot on touch. Okay. What's up with that? Why is it only 129 gold? What? That's 100 to 200% dispel. That is a kill any spell in the game scroll. Hello there. You didn't see anything.
Friend?
Yes, friend, because, as I said, you did not see anything. I am Hull, pauper. Such a shame. He actually identifies by his socio-economical status. Everyone knows that Balmora Magistrate Nolis. So sometimes, remember the NPC says, like, speak to everyone, because you never know. In this case, we just asked for the latest rumors, and that got us a quest. Everyone knows that the Balmora Magistrate Nolis Atreus is on the take. Thieves, thugs and murderers are getting ridiculous sentences or paying a drake and walking off free, but they never get Atreus. He's got fat cats and family back in the city to cover for him. The Legion champion, Larius Varro, over at Moonmoth Legion Fort, has sworn an oath to stop corruption, but I don't see what he can do. Cool. So, if we wanted to, we can go and speak to Larius Varro, see if he has anything to say about that. And the Moonmoth Fort is basically over yonder. It is there.
Fair travels.
Well, let's go give the notes back to Rhaenys.
Welcome, friend. You're nearly a legend around here.
I say give it
Please,
back to
talk.
her, but, you know, they're not hers, but now they are. Actually, no, I haven't found them yet. Let's have a look at them. Notes on the persistence of Oblivion streams by Tamriel. The variable flow of Daedrons in Oblivion streams have a profound effect on the magicka potential of various locations. Magicka use can often cause effects on the streams themselves. By reconfiguring the polarity of the Daedron fields, we can cause a polymerization of the atomic quasarchy and blah 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 blah, and then relay like all auxiliary power to the deflector shields, and then a head number 1. To the Daedron fields, it is possible to manipulate and trace the streams in the following cases. And then the notes go on about the subject for some time. Cool. That sounds like it would be awesome reading, but it's fine. Yes, here they are. Good work, Terrell. You'll go far in the Mages Guild by killing the competition and doing underhanded jobs for me, because I'm a slimeball. Sure thing, Rhaenys. Sure thing. Advancements? Yeah, it doesn't happen by magic. Pay more attention to your duties, make sure you understand their requirements. Yep. What's your requirements? The Guild of Mages only accepts candidates of keen intelligence and dominant will. Candidates must exhibit mastery in the great schools of magic, destruction, alteration, illusion, and mysticism. Candidates must also display practical knowledge of enchantments and alchemical processes. Cool. So it's basically just I need to do more duties, also my abilities might not be there yet thing. Well, more duties. I believe Tashpi Ashibale in Margan has been practicing necromancy. Oh, really? Find Tashpi Ashibale in Margan and kill her. The Mages Guild cannot tolerate necromancers. So, I am personally saddened that throughout all the Elder Scrolls games, necromancy has always been barred to us. I feel like in Morrowind especially, Morrowind gave us like a canvas to paint on. There is so much stuff for us to do in this game. And the game typically doesn't care, right? As I mentioned, what we do, it doesn't care if we break it, as long as it's just like, there's a quest for you on this island, and you can go and do stuff or whatever you want. You can, like, take your intelligence to 6 billion using alchemy, or you could like do whatever. Like there are so many things that we can do in this game, but not using necromancy. And I don't believe we have ever been able to, neither in Oblivion nor in Skyrim, to do real necromancy. We can do conjuration, right? We can summon a skeleton or summon a bone walker, but we can't do actual necromancy, which is just a shame. There was a in Oblivion, I thought for a moment that we actually would get to do that. Let's go. We can start going to Margan. We can talk on the road. So, anything about Tashby? Right now, Tashby lives in Margan. She's the one who's been practicing necromancy. Sure, let's go to Margan, wherever that is. But in Oblivion, there is a town on the far west side of Cyrodiil called Anvil. And in Anvil, you can get a house. And in the house is haunted or something. I don't remember exactly. I haven't been playing Oblivion for even longer than I have not been playing Morrowind. But in that house, in the basement, there is like a necromancer's laboratory with a book with a like weird diagram on it, and everything is horrible and fascinatingly cool. And I thought to myself, maybe this is like an introduction to where we can start doing necromancy. But no, it's just there as a set piece.
Those boots are ruined.
I see. You stepped in something that came out of a guar. That's too bad for you. Let's talk to this lady. So, she's the book vendor. But she doesn't just deal in books. She deals in other stuff that we might want. Like these guides. The Great Houses of Morrowind, which we would definitely want. Guide to Aldrune, Balmora, Sadrith Mora, and Vivek, and Vvardenfell. These scrolls, again, you wouldn't have to find them in this game. It's not like the game is putting them into your hand. But if you show some interest and you look around, you can find these guides that will help you understand the lay of the land better than you otherwise could. Also this book, I want this book, just to show you. Yeah, likewise, Estini. The Oblivion was beautiful. Oblivion was an absolutely gorgeous game. It was a marvel of graphics when it came out. Now when we look at it, it has aged as badly as Oblivion has. But there is so much cut out of Oblivion in terms of what you can do in that game compared to Morrowind. Morrowind is a sandbox that is incredibly deep. And Oblivion is a tiny sandbox that's very shallow. Alright, let's go. The book I wanted to show you was ABCs for Barbarians. A is for Atronak. B is for Bungless Bane. C is for Comberry. That's it. There's nothing beyond A, B, and C. I don't know. That's a good little joke. Let's talk about the Great Houses then. So there's a bunch of stuff here about the Great Houses we can use to learn about those before we join, but it doesn't matter right now. We'll look at it later when we're in a spot where we are maybe like at level 3 or 4. Where we are thinking about joining a Great House. But now let's look at the guide to... We could look at the guide to Balmora when we come back, but now we need a guide to Vvardenfell. So, here's a map, in case we wanted one. It's not very good, and if you remember we talked to an NPC, I think, last time, that talked about how, there are basically only shitty maps of Vvardenfell, because Vvardenfell is awful, and people don't make maps of it because it's awful. But here we can, get an idea of, where to go. So, in this case, she told us that we had to go to... What was the name of the place? In Margan. Let's see if we can find something about Margan here. So we can't see Margan on the map, but there's a bunch of text that follows too, so we can just skim it for information. And if we wanted to read all of it, because we are just new players who've never played the game before, this will basically tell us a bunch of useful information about where are things, what region do we have to go to find things. And though it doesn't say go to these coordinates, knowing that you have to go to the Ashlands and just venture south of wherever usually in this game means that you will find a road, you will stay on the road, and then there will be a road sign telling you where to go. And that all helps the immersion of the game. Like, really to build a world that feels real. Even as the graphics compete for your attention with how unreal it is. But I seem to recall that Margan is near Aldrune, so let's just go past all of this until we find something about Aldrune. The Ashlands. Ashland Settlements, Aldrune, the district seat of House Redoran. Yeah, that's there. So I was right, and it is in the same region. So Margan is a small isolated village in a remote region north of Aldrune. The Margan Shrine is an important temple pilgrimage site. Let's find out where Aldrune is. The Ashlands are dry, inhospitable wastelands surrounding the lower slopes of the Red Mountains. The Ashlands extend to the Sea of Ghosts in the north and elsewhere from the wide margin between the blighted Red Mountain region and the other geographical regions. The village of Margan is the only sizable permanent Ashland settlement. Aldrune, the district seat of House Redoran, is on the margin of the region. Ashlanders hunt for game here, and their herds find sparse grazing. It rains rarely and suffers frequent ash storms. Okay, so we look at the map now. We see Aldrune is up here, somewhere north of Balmora. So what we could do is we could just travel north until we reach it. We could also ask around, see if we can find someone who can tell us about Aldrune. There will be people who can tell us about it. But, luckily, the bus goes to Aldrune.
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price.
Sure thing, Selvis Saraloth. I would love a Silk Strider trip to Aldrune.
Where would you like to go?
Yikes. Well, we arrived in the middle of an ash storm. Great. This is Aldrune. More on Aldrune later when we visit for the long haul. For now, this is just a pit stop on our way to Margan. So we know Margan is north of here, so we could follow the road, but we can also talk to this guy and see if the bus will take us there. As luck would have it, it will, and we can spare the money. So let's go to Margan.
Why walk when you can ride?
So as you can see, we have now been in Caldera, in Aldrune, and in Margan. So it was a decently long walk all around the edge of the ghost fence, so it's probably best that we didn't actually leg it. But now we're in Margan. Let's see if we can find someone who knows about Tashbi Ashibale. She lives in the last house on the right before the shrine. Okay, let's go find the shrine. Can you tell me about where things are? You don't. Okay. Is that the shrine? Doesn't look like a shrine.
What is this about?
Again, remember what we said about what I said earlier about the architecture? Look at this. Like the architecture of these northern settlements. This was also like we could also see this in Aldrune. How it looks. It's so different. It looks like the shells of like giant insects, right?
Speak travel.
It's so interesting and engrossing and awesome. Yeah, the closer you get to the ghost fence, the more common the ash storms become. And once you get inside, it's just perpetual. There you go. That's Tashbi Ashibale's house. Because this up here is the shrine. Look at that. It's so cool. Let's go inside the shrine just to see what the inside looks like. They have like wall carpets going on. They have a giant rock. A giant magic rock of Margan. Oh my god, a giant rock! Beautiful murals going on here. Mosaic patterns on the ceiling. Arched architecture. Green flame! I love this game so much. There is a straight up Daedra in here that I walked past. That is not just a Daedra, that's a Dremora. Okay. I just completely ignored him. Holy balls, he looks awesome. Look at that armor though. Whee. And how the tattoos are like burning out from his skin. Ah, that is an awesome sight. I'm gonna straight up lift that look for demons in one of my campaigns, I can tell you that much.
I am Anhedra. If you are a pilgrim, read the inscription on the stupid rock.
He is not pleased to be here. You're bound, screw you. Let's go to Tashby Isabel's house. There we go. Hello? There we are.
Yes,
Necromancer. Tashby Isabel. Ashibel, not Ishabel. Ashibel. Welcome to Margan. I am Tashby Ashibel. Margan is the site of the Holy Tower Shrine, a favorite place of pilgrimage for the Temple Faithful. Can I help you find someone in particular? You can tell me about Margan, I guess. It's the Redoran egg mine village in the northern Ashlands, north of Aldrune, close to the Foyada Banidad. The ghost fence on the plains beneath the Red Mountain. Monsters have been breaking through the ghost fence here and attacking the villagers. Fortunately, monster fighters have answered the call for volunteers to come help protect Margan. Pilgrims of the Tribunal Temple come to visit Margan Tower Shrine, where Lord Vivek outwitted the bad Daedra Lord Mehrunes Dagon. Sweet. Someone in particular? Mansay Anders is the it might be a silent E, but Mans Anders, Mans Raider of the King Beyond the Wall is here. Is the publican of Anders Trade House, and Miles Gloriosus. Famous questing swordsman and monster slayer is taking his lodging here while he hunts the blight creatures plaguing the village. Trailers Renders and Salen Ravel are the tribunal priests at the Tower Shrine. Alt Sparrow the Smith is ranking Redoran at the Margan outpost. Sweet. Alright, let's talk about your necromancy. Necromancy? I am not a necromancer. Who said I wasn't a necromancer? Rhaenys Athras did. Oh, I see. I refused to join the Mages Guild. I chose to practice healing among my people, away from the politics of the guild, since I was Velothi and not well-born like Rhaenys. Well, it's not important now. Maybe I know a way out of the situation. So again, Mages Guild. Generally be like, okay, hashtag not all mages, but Rhaenys is a straight up bitch. Like, she is just an infuriating woman, like, not a good person at all. Cutthroat sleazebag, and the guild permits it, right? Like, the environment fosters it because of their, like, sleazy behaviors and their mafia methods of monopolizing their craft. Tell me more. If Rhaenys has held a grudge this long, it would be best for me to leave for the mainland. There are plenty of towns that could use a healer. Tell Rhaenys Athas that I'm dead. I will leave Vvardenfell and Rhaenys need never know. I agree. I'll let you go. Very well. I'll leave for the mainland once I get a few things together. Report back to Rhaenys Athas that I'm dead. Yeah, absolutely. They're absolutely like the Mages Guild are like magic Cosa Nostra. Especially at least in the Morrowind province it is. And I don't feel like they're much better in the other games, if I'm perfectly honest. But the environment is probably not helping, because the culture here is also very cutthroat, so, you know, oil and fire and all that. Right, so we should just go talk to Aethris and tell her that we have murdered Tashby. And we'll return to Margan again in the future. I would like to take the Silstrider to Aldrune and then to Balmora.
We make a special trip just for you.
Hey!
Shane Low.
No Ash Storm today! Alright, so we can actually maybe take a brief look at Aldrune. Sorry about that. That came out of nowhere. So, let's have a look. So it's night, so we can't see it all that well. But, you know, we can still appreciate it. So, the entrance has these, like, huge, weird, sloped towers. All the buildings have this, again, like, this shell-like... like, they look like bugs, right? They look like giant bugs that people live in. Although they're, like, obviously, like, sculpted of rock and not insects. It's, like, just a beautiful, like notion of architecture. And then that over there is the house seat of the Great House Redoran, which is one of the 3 great houses. They are, as I mentioned this before, they are primarily warriors and zealots. But a bunch of good stuff is going on in there. There is also, I believe, a guild hall of the Morak Tongue in there, which we will absolutely be going to at some point. And there's the temple. This is the Mages Guild. We'll be going here on Ashira's recommendation later on. She recommended we go and speak to her friend, so we will. To Balmora.
I walk when you can
Welcome, friend. You're nearly a legend around here. Please, talk.
Do the citizens of Margan still have to worry about necromancy? Did you kill the necromancer? Yes, I did. Lie. She's truly dead? You've done me at the guild. Not me, the guild, obviously. What? I didn't say anything. You've done the guild. That is a great service. These scrolls should help you deal with any other necromancers you find. You cutthroat. Scrolls of Elemental Burst, Fire, and Scrolls of the 4th Barrier. Yes, please. So now, like, in terms of scrolls, we are starting to get kitted out. We have the boom now. We can take down something a good deal bigger than ourselves just through the power of our magic items. Can I advance, you think? They appreciate the duties we've done. We simply don't meet the requirements. Alright, so we're at that point now. We're gonna hit our face against the wall soon enough where we can't do any more Mages Guild quests. And at that point, we'll start doing some training, get leveled up, get our willpower boosted, so on and so forth. In duties. I believe the Mages Guild has been infiltrated by a Telvanni spy. Say it isn't so. The Telvanni? Really? You mean the hugely, compulsively, aggressively magical people here? Who hate you? Have infiltrated you? No. Go to the guild hall in Aldrune, Vivek, and Sadrith Mora. I'm sure there's a spy. When you find the spy, do not take action. Report back to me. Sure. We'll go and take the magic train. Sup, girl?
Tidings and good wishes to you, friend.
Let's go to Aldrune. Are you a spy? I don't know of any spies in the Mages Guild. Okay, I'm gonna take your word for that. Because I am the worst investigator. Tamriel Vvardenfell PD. He was the worst cop on the force. Then he lost his partner. Now he's alone with
What
his
is this
stupidity.
about?
He's looking for a man. A spy. A Telvanni spy. Movis Darus. With that outfit, you must be doing well for yourself. Thank you.
You may speak.
It could be better, I would say, but this is okay. I would have the hood up if that was me, but no, I'm all for the Sith motif.
Rather than nothing.
Well, I'm sorry, I do have something to say. No, I am not a Telvanni spy. Unless you have proof, you should not make such accusations. What's your trade then? I am a student here. I want to learn to read. That's cool. That is actually a cool thing that they offer that.
I'm listening.
Are you a spy? I can't even ask you if you're a spy, so you're probably not a spy. I'm gonna keep asking. Hello, Edwina Elbert.
How does the day greet you, friend?
We will talk more later, because I know your friend, Ashira.
Yes, Outlander, what may I do for you?
Telvanni spy? I don't know of any spies in the Mages Guild. Okay.
This
And
is unexpected, but not unwelcome. Please, go ahead.
well, hello there, Anna Renan. It's not unpleasant to speak to you either. I don't know of any spies in the Mages Guild. Well, that stopped being interesting quickly enough. Nah. Not my type.
How may I help you, Dunmer?
Let's have a look at your face, because it worries me. Yee! Okay, never mind. Just put it out, put it out. Ah, much better. Okay. Yikes. Telvanni spy. Don't know of any spies in the Mages Guild. Well, none of you are any bloody help. And you're a spy. You don't know of any either. Okay, never mind. Let's go to another guild. Vivek.
Ah, greetings. What shall we
What was
talk
I
about?
thinking?
Alright, so now we're in the main guild hall of this place, of the Mages Guild in Morrowind. We're in the city of Vivek, which we can just have a look at the map here. We're down here. We're in the foreign quarter of Vivek. I don't want to go and explore the city right now. We'll do so when we start working for the temple and so on. But later on, we'll absolutely have a look at Vivek City. It is enormous, and there is so much stuff to do here.
That was the strangest book I've ever read.
Yeah. No, with that outfit you must be doing well for yourself. Thank you. I killed one of our colleagues for it. Alright. Let's see. Do you know anything about a spy? Talk to Trebonius. Who's Trebonius? Did he give you any duties? Oh, that's not so bad, I guess. He asked me to make an inventory of all the plates and bottles in Vvardenfell. I'm never gonna get it done in time. All the plates and bottles in Vvardenfell. So, if I remember correctly, Trebonius is our guildmaster. He's also uselessly insane. But in the kind of, you know, the wizardy kind of uselessly insane where it's like, go do this, this annoyingly unrelated thing that seems inane and stupid and pointless, and then it relates to something, right? He's wax on, wax offing a lot. Spy? Anyone? Nope, not him. Okay. I'll go talk to Trebonius. That's Trebonius. Hello. Greetings! Greetings, Terrell. I am Archmage Trebonius, Guildmaster of Vivek. Can I advance? Nope. Can I talk to you about a Telvanni spy? Why, no, Terrell. There are no Telvanni spies here. And I would know if there were. I am the Archmage, after all. Tiram Gadar, my Dunmer advisor, keeps an eye out for spies and all that sort of thing. Why don't you tell me about Tiram Gadar? He's been of immense assistance, Terrell. He helps me see the Dunmer side of every decision. And he came with the highest credentials. Let's talk about those credentials. I'm sure I have them somewhere around here. Ah yes, here you go, Terrell. A letter from Makato himself. Tiram Gadar's credentials. To the esteemed Archmage Trebonius. The man delivering this letter is one Tiram Gadar. Though a Dunmer, he was raised in the Imperial Province. I recommend him as an advisor on the politics of the Dunmer in Vvardenfell. Sincerely, Arcato, Imperial Battle Mage. Arcato. So much for the Dunmer being underhanded, sneaky types. If the Telvanni spy, or whoever sent him, misspells the name of the Imperial Battle Mage who's supposed to... God damn it.
Well met, Outlander.
So dumb. Alright, so now we know who it is. Now we could talk to Tiram Gadar. Potentially screwing over Rhaenys in the process. I mean, let's see if he has any options for that. Let's save and see if he can give us something. If we sell out Rhaenys. Hello, welcome to Nibvik. I am Tiram Gadar. Are you looking for services in the Sacred City? Maybe I can help. I am Tiram Gadar, Nightblade. Ah, I see. It is one of the Edge folk. He is from the far reaches of the world, the far edge of the world, in fact. Alright, let's see. Yeah, Trebonius, yeah, he's cool. I like parts of Trebonius at least. Let's see. Telvanni spy. Ask me. Let's have you tell me about Trebonius. We get along rather well. He's always willing to listen to my advice. Have you heard anything about a Telvanni spy? Like you, for instance. Telvanni spy? Not that I know of. I am a special advisor to Archmage Trebonius on Dunmer issues. You can check my credentials. About your credentials. Yes, those are my credentials. What about them? These credentials look suspicious. If you don't stop making baseless accusations, I will be forced to make a complaint to Trebonius. About those credentials. I've already given you the credentials. They should assure you he's a Dunmer of the highest character. Okay, fine. Never mind. So, let's see. Yeah, the obvious forgeries. Even Okato's name is misspelled. There is a spy. Sajmora, I am not to take any actions against the spy, but to report back to her, and he didn't really give me anything, so you know what? Whatever. Lewd. Just ignore that guy.
You may speak.
Please, by all means.
Hello.
I'm listening.
Goodbye.
Well, hello there. A pleasure to meet you.
Let's go back to Balmora.
Tidings and good wishes to you, friend.
We'll put more ammunition into the hands of our esteemed chapter master here. Hello. I have found a spy. Yes, this is exactly the kind of proof I was looking for. Excellent work, Terrell. It's a shame that the guild is run by a scuttlehead with no sense of ambition like Trebonius. These credentials are the worst forgeries I've seen in years. Even Okato's name is misspelled. Please take these scrolls and this dagger for helping the guild. 2 scrolls of Summon Golden Saint. Yeah, boy! Like that. Damn right. And Soul Drinker has been added to our inventory. Nice. So Soul Drinker is a keeper. Soul Drinker is a Daedric dagger. Deals a bunch of damage, as you can see. And it soul traps for 30 seconds on strike. This is exactly what we want. Now we're starting to see some good stuff. We don't need the Spark Blade anymore, so let's sell it. But in here. Sup, dude? I would like to sell you a Spark Blade. That's my spear. I would like to sell you a Spark Blade. There we go. Anything else? No, not really. Nice. Our mercantile skill wasn't up. Let's see. Anything else we got going? We wanted to have Tsushima on us for future references. We also needed to go to the temple and buy some restorative potions in case of in case of surprise bone walkers in the future. Right, we wanted to have 2 restoration potions on us. Sup, dude?
What now?
What? Okay, chill. Whatever, dude. Jesus fuck. Okay, so only scrolls. Fine. Never mind then.
What now?
Dralval and Drano. Oh, I think I crashed. Yup, we definitely crashed. Okay. Well, I'm gonna take care of that. Give me a moment. Insofar as I'm able. Alright. So far so good. Let's load it back up again, and we'll save before talking to that guy again. Now, as far as I know, there is a potential for issues with the mod I have installed. There is one of the sub mods that I've installed is the one that makes it so that like lids slide off jars and so on, and baskets. That mod is known to sometimes feature a bug whereby the game crashes. So let's see if we can just like slide along past this little issue and not worry about it again. And if it happens again, then I'll take care of it, and we can return to play. Let's save before we talk to him.
Say what you want or go away.
You're not from Balmora. Well, you're not from around here. Something you want to ask me about Balmora? Yeah, I would like to barter. Some potions there. Let's see. We have some restoration. Restore agility, restore luck, restore endurance. Restore fatigue, we'll just take those. Restore health, absolutely. Restore luck, restore magicka. Restore personality. Restore speed, restore strength. Anything else? Potion of blight resistance, why not? This is fine. Starting to get weighed down again. We have a bunch of potions. Now, typically, I would, when I play this game, I would just like put all my stuff in my house, or well, my house, and just like pick out what I feel like I need for the upcoming quest. Because I don't mind like going back and forth, so, you know, whatever. But in this case, for as long as we can avoid it, we'll just like avoid backtracking. Alright, let's see. We told Rhaenys she will deal with the spy. We got the potions that we wanted. We can ask Rhaenys, I guess, if she has more jobs for us.
Oh, wonderful. Welcome, Outlander.
Duties? You have completed all the duties I have. Have you... Sorry. All the duties I have. Have you spoken with Edwina in Aldrune or Skink in Sadrith Mora? No, I have not. I will go and do that. In a little while. I need to sort some stuff out here first before we leave. I guess I'll go and deal with their quests actually, and then once I can't do any more quests without advancing in rank, then we'll look into getting the levels up. Let's just see here. So, yeah, it's about time that, like, it's not so long before I have to stop streaming for today. So maybe what I'll do instead is I will just, like, sort out... I think I'll just, like, sort out the stuff we got going, right? I'll make sure I sell what we need to sell. I'll do some alchemy with the stuff we have left over. And then we'll take a break. let's go and fix our alchemy. See if there's anything there we can make something we need to sell later on or something. Overburdened, horrifying, too much. Alright, let's make some potions. So, as you might remember, we leveled up our alchemy when we were training to boost our intelligence. So now that our alchemy is sufficiently high, we can actually start seeing what some of the effects of these alchemical ingredients are. And the higher our alchemy skill gets, the more of these will be revealed to us. So where before we could only like blindly guess, now we can have a little look and see if there's anything in particular we would like. Like, let's see if we can make some feather potions, for example, would be nice. And if we remember what Ashira said, which I don't, then we might be able to figure something out too. Water walking. We can make some water walking potions. I saw some water walking earlier. There we go. Nope, failed. Salt rise can be used for restoring fatigue. So let's see about restoring fatigue. There we go. Nope. I'm glad you've been enjoying yourself, Estini. Very pleased, in fact. I come back to this game way more than I probably should. Like, I really love this game, and it fills me with glee that I can like share this with you guys. In this case, like I also have Heine in chat. He's been like lurking, as he has a tendency to do. But yeah, this is super fun. I was very I was very nervous about streaming when I tried it for the first time yesterday, and like now I feel pretty chill about it. So this is definitely fun. This is super fun. It's nice to have someone to talk to while you're playing. Nice, salt rice can also be used to restore health. We could make some more out of the rest of the manually. Let's just go full ham and see if we can create anything. No, nothing so far. Oh well, I guess that'll be sufficient for now. Let's get these things dumped back in here. We'll go and sell the potions we just brewed that we don't want to keep. We also don't want to raise our alchemy too much during this level, because we want to raise our endurance and our willpower, not our intelligence, and alchemy is governed by intelligence. So it's about like treading tentatively if we're gonna keep the optimization train rolling, and we are, at least until we have the endurance to deal with it. It's up here.
ahead of it.
Sup, girl? I don't like you, and I still have your damn Grandmaster thing. I stole it from you and you're not getting it back. Frost Shield, Shadow Potion. Shadow Potion is fine. I don't really need it. I mean, Chameleon for 5%? No. It weighs more than it's useful for, so... restore health, restore magicka, restore speed, get it out of here. Restore endurance will keep. Restore fatigue, restore health. Restore more magicka. Restore strength, we'll keep it. Fire shield, fatigue, frost shield, lightning shield, potion of light. That completely balked the graphics, but that was fun, so let's keep it. Spell absorption, blight disease, cure disease, cure paralyzation, cure poison, detect key. Sounds fun, so why not keep it? It weighs 1 though, so you know what, fine, we'll keep it. Just in case, like, walking around the dungeon, we're like, let's just drink this, and then suddenly there are 80 keys on the map. That would be hilarious. And also stressful. Potion of Dispel. I don't need that. I have a scroll that dispels everything on the planet. Water breathing. Water walking. Fatigue, fatigue, fatigue. We have a bunch of things that restore fatigue. Restore health. Standard fire shield. Poison resistance can go. That's fine. Okay, cool. So that's about where we are. So this is what we want to sell. This is what we want to keep. We can put some of it away because we won't need all of it. So let's just let's find a potion box. Which shall be my potion box? This shall be my potion box. This sound isn't this is not a grating sound at all. No. So I'm thinking we take like 5 to maybe 5 to 10 healing potions, 5 to 10 fatigue potions, and then restore strength, restore endurance. We'll take the Tsushima always, and then like we'll take the other things as seems appropriate to like where we're going. We'll also take some restore magicka actually. So let's do that. So restore magicka. Check. We have 3 of those. Restore health. So the reason they don't stack, by the way, that like it seems like we have a bunch of different restore health, is that they are like they have different power levels based on like how we brute them and so on. So our skill does not uniformly create like restore 10 points of health for 4 seconds. That's not a thing. We can get lucky, we can get unlucky. So sometimes we'll make like super good potions and sometimes they'll be less awesome. We'll just make sure that we have something that is possible and then that's fine. So we have 4 restore health and 9 restore fatigue. We'll get another restore fatigue going. There we go. So we're up to 10 restore fatigue. We have 9 restore magicka. Can we find another magicka? There we go. Boop. So that is 9 restore magicka. We just need 6 more health potions. We don't really need fortification of health. Not unless we're gonna run into like a dragon's lair. We're like, okay, let's just make sure we have 1 billion hit points before we do this thing. There we go. Okay, and then the restore. We'll take the anti-paralyzation potion. We'll take the anti-poison potion. We will take... Where is the... I've absolutely just skipped past them, didn't I? There it is. Restore endurance. And then we need to restore strength. There we go. There we are. So, now we're golden. We can keep going. The scrolls are fine. We'll keep all the scrolls for now. Eventually we'll dunk some of these lanterns because we won't need them. We'll get an amulet, or we'll create an amulet that can cast Night Eye or something like that. And we'll never want for torches or something like that again. So it's fine. Alright. That is it for now. We'll save the game. We'll say Tamriel stream after 6 hours. Roughly. And that's it for, that's all for this stream. So, thanks everyone for watching, whether you watched live or if you'll watch later on, either on Twitch or on YouTube if I decide to put these episodes up there. Thank you for joining me and just playing Morrowind and chilling and having fun. This was awesome. I like doing this. So, yeah, I'll catch you some other time. We'll return to Vvardenfell and play more Morrowind, but until then, chill out. See ya.